all know that formal letters are the letter which have a direct to the point value. There is no running here and there. That means no running around the bushes. Do not write something which is unnecessary. Okay? So the formal letters have two parts, that is a letter of request and a complaint. Request and a complaint. In between there is another imaginative, that is a command. You study the grammatical sections, but then officially and formally we take only the request and the complaint. Command is given by any of your higher authorities. For example, a command can be given by a boss to their followers, by a leader to their subordinates, by a principal to their teachers, by a teacher to their students. Understanding? But command is not usually seen because we use only the same polite full. So if you will write a command letter, that will never be a polite full. That a command will be an aggressive one. Even if the words are not aggressive, the format of the letter will be an aggressive form. Do it immediately, do it without any excuses. There you will not be having any scope of space that somebody, today I have asked copies to be checked of class 8A, 8B and 8C. One boy came, he did not submit it, and I said that if he not submit, I will punish. I gave punishment also. Later on he came, I said that before going home, do it by today anyhow. He came and he said that nearby me, my house, my friend's father died because of having poison. So because of that, everyone was crying and I could not do homework. This is a situation based problem. Situation based problem में क्या होता है कि there is no scope of your academic loss. इमोशन हो जाओगे, मान लो तुम्हारा एग्जाम है, बगल वाले ने जहर खा के मर ले, तुम एग्जाम नहीं दोगे? नहीं दोगे? नहीं दोगे? You have to give. Even if your grandmother dies, you have to give your examination. Do you know why? मेरे को ये एग्जाम इंटरव्यू में बोला गया. Why? I was shocked and surprised. You have to give your interview even if your grandfather dies, grandmother dies. But I said that no sir, I have my emotions attached with my grandparents. So they will be my first priority. I can give my exam next year. He gave a condition that this is your last attempt of your interview. What do you do? From next interview, you don't have any scope to appear for the interview. Then I asked, sir, why and how? He said that your grandparents are the subordinates of your father. Not subordinates, above ordinates. Subordinates is your father, right? Father and mother hai grandparents. So funeral mein his presence is most, not yours. You are the second generation of their grandparents. My grandparents, I am the second generation. First generation my father. I am the second generation. The first person should be there as a condition. I said him that. So what is the connection of dying your neighbor and not doing your homework? I can understand the emotion. But I also have many classes copies to be checked. And if I not check properly, you will not learn properly. So there is connection everywhere. If you give at the last moment, obviously I have to do this, which I don't like to do. Understanding? So the situation base is that we do not use the command letter. We use only the request and the complaint letter. Another point. So it should be in a specific format. In informal letter, this is formal letter. If we add prefix, it will become informal letter, right? In informal letter, you can add your feelings. See, it is not direct to the point. You can run around the bushes. There is no specific format for that. You can be politeful. You could be expressful. But opposite of politeful is harsh. Harsh, harsh means unpoliteful, right? So there, you need not to be unpoliteful, but you can be expressive. You can express your emotions by feelings, touch-ups, upcoming days, or future plannings. You can write there. No aggressive works are entitled. But here aggressive points can be entitled in informal letter. How? Informal letter is written for a friend. If you don't know, you can write. Informal letter is written for the friend, known people. You are not writing, you already know. You know? Friend. Who else? Family. Known people. Right? Whereas the formal letter is written for office, school, company. In company only industries, okay? Office, school, company, what else? Colleges. Good. Any educational institution, that is school, college, university, anything. Okay? And these things have a specific format. Alright? There you cannot write your expressive feelings. It should be direct to the point. Understood the format? Understood the things? Now I will plot you the format. कि लिखा कैसे जाता है, and then I will teach you how to write the formal letter. Today we will do the request part. Alright? Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As you all can see the format of a formal letter. So a formal letter includes email writing also. A formal letter includes writing a letter to the editor also. Writing a letter to the office for appointment, for requesting something, or you can write a letter of complaint to the editor about the smoke pollution or anything else. Okay? Or else you can give a complaint to the principal of banging decks, somebody bang your decks, somebody snatch your fans, etc. etc. The things. So this is the first thing, that is the sender's address. Who is sending? Okay? And this usually comes if you write in an envelope. Okay? अगर पेपर पे लिख रहे हो, and that paper you are putting in the envelope. Do you know envelope? If you are putting the envelope, the letter inside the envelope, this should not be written in the letter. Alright? And if this is not written, this will go above. Understood? But here, if I will tell you that this is, you'll get confused. So directly you write the sender's address. Who is sending? Okay? Then you write the date. For the format of the date, you will use only DD, MM, Y format. You will not use DD, MM, Y format. What is DD, MM, Y format? Is that date into digits. If this is, today is 15 and this is 5th month, so you will not write 5, you will write 05. Same with here, you write completely 2025. But this is 15, 05, 25. But here you will use these things and you will write this format. 15, 05, 2025. Understood? This format should be used in formal letter. In informal letter, you can use this, or you can use 15 May 2025. Informal letter में. Understood? But informal letter compulsory this. Clear? Your voice should come louder. Next thing, you will write the address's address. To whom you are writing the letter. For example, I said this should go up there. So here, address's address means to whom you are writing the letter. To the principal, right? To the letter, to the editor. So whenever you write that, the format is TO2 or this TO2. You will write the here. You will not write to the, wrong. Right. Clear? Then to the principal, something like that. I will write incomplete. Subject. What is the subject? And subject you have to write within a line. You will not go in the next line. So make it short and plan your writing accordingly. The subject should not go in 2 lines. I'm not saying must not go into lines. Subject may go into lines, but if it will be in one line, it is more precise and specific and looks very clear. Got it? Tidy. Salutation. Who can say what is salutation? Class 8. B. Yes. Very good. RESPECTED. My father will not add this. You have to add. Okay. Respected. First you will add MAAM, ma'am, slash sir. First you will not add respected sir. Because as for the gender neutralization, did I talk here? Poet and poetess के बारे में, new people? Did I talk? While teaching that poem? The road not taken? Did you heard anything gender neutralization? Boys? Gender neutralization के बारे में सुने हो? इस क्लास में नहीं थे तुम लोग? बगल से पूछ लेना. So, here the females are prioritized first. जैसे बोलते हैं ना, ladies first. That is why there are lots of n number of reasons. I have told several times, I will not repeat. Respected ma'am first and then sir. You, if you know that the ma'am is not married, that is she is spinster or bachelorette. Bachelorette is a person who is a lady who is unmarried. Bachelorette. Bachelorette पहले pronunciation होता है, पर rette लिखा जाता है. Pronunciation bachelorette भी होता है, bachelorette भी होता है. In simple words, you can come directly that spinster. Spinster for the lady and bachelor for the male. Even if you know that the lady is unmarried, you will not write miss. Because every time you write a formal letter, you write to the above person from you. Correct? Correct? Yes, so, miss can be said by the equal level of people. जो बराबरी का है, जैसे I. To the any teacher, I can say miss. But to the principal, if she is not married, I cannot say miss. I have to say ma'am. But as a colleague, we can say miss also. But as a student, you cannot say miss to the teachers, even if they are unmarried. Understood? No Google will tell you this. No books is available for this. This is the understanding basis and the comprehensive way of teaching and learning. Understood? Yes, sir. Because everything you get in internet is not correct, and whatever is available, it should be reviewed. It is not reviewed in the internet. Is it clear? Yes, sir. Content or the body. Content or the body of the letter include this also. This I have written in two parts because whenever you start writing, if you are writing a request, you will write the reason and you will try to request. And then you will write the conclusion. That will have an effectful information. वो बहुत काम का चीज रहेगा. Understanding? और इसी की वजह से कंक्लूजन की वजह से ही आपका इस पे वेटेज मिलेगा. Understanding? Hey, why are you sleeping? Middle boy, last bench. Why are you sleeping? Then you will have a courteous remark. Courteous remark or courteous remark. क्या होता है courteous remark? Yes, yes. Yes. Yours होता है, उसके पहले होता है क्या? ये होता है yours होता है subscription. Yes, exactly. यहाँ पे courteous remark होता है thanking, THAKING, thanking you. उसके बाद से subscription में होता है, in subscription there is yours faithfully, your honestly, yours sincerely, yours truly, yours faithfully, honestly, sincerely, truly. Yes, obediently. Yes, obediently. OBEDIENTLY. What else? One more. Faithfully, honestly, sincerely, truly, obediently. Do you remember? Lovingly is in informal. Okay, so itna number of things hai. But in formal letter, that is a letter of request, which one you will use? I'm giving you 1 minute to rectify and tell. And why? So yesterday in last class we studied about a letter writing. So what is a letter writing? You already know. Who can say what is letter writing? If you know, you can say what is letter writing. Writing a letter is letter writing. Yes, it is. Very simple. You people think that if I will tell any answer, I will be wrong. And that's why you hesitate. The first and foremost thing I told you all that you are never wrong. The word wrong itself is wrong. You may be incorrect, I am there to correct. So the letter writing have two branches, that is formal letter and informal letter. So formal letter is having a request letter also. So request letter indicates a request letter is a formal document written to ask for something. Ask for something. Information may be, some request may be, some information you are giving, such as information or assistance, help means assistance, or permission, usually addressed to an individual or organization. So here, if you are writing a letter to your principal or your school, who is the organization? Principal or school? School is an organization. What is principal then? Principal is a designation who is holding that organization. Understanding? See, in the right side I have written here signature and designation of the authority. Last time I told no, signature only I have written, designation of the authority is also to be written. So request letter, did you get this? In the next page I have written the sample of bona fide certificate. So here you can see the sample of writing a request letter. The main heading says that bona fide certificate request letter for school. From school you are asking for another school. Understanding? From school you are asking for another school. Just like JNB we talked. In JNB you need the bona fide. If you fill up the forms for your Sainik school and all, you also need bona fide certificates. Because those schools are centrally organized schools which asks from the regional schools or the semi-central government schools or the semi-central schools or the state schools or the district level schools or the village level schools that please verify this student or the ward that they are real, they are having real identity. नाम किसी का और पढ़ कोई और रहा ऐसा तो नहीं है ना. That is why it is asked. So whenever you write this type of things, whenever you are asked, that time you have to write your name first, then your address, then your city or your state. Here in simple you can understand it as a address. In address you also write PIN. What is that? PIN number, right? What is PIN means? Full form? What is the full form of PIN? PIN code? PIN code is the full name. What is the full form of PIN? Yes?
Personal identity number.
Personal. What else? Identity. Number is correct. Reframe identity now. Personal number is correct. I. If you say identity, please understand very properly. See, my dear students, if you talk about identity, identity, the pin code of this place is, right, 841409. If it is the personal information, you said no, what you said? Identity. If you say personal identity number, that should be only mine identity, no? Only mine. It is not mine. It is ours, right? If it is ours, it should be index. personal index number. That is the full form of PIN, PIN. Okay, personal index number. अब index कैसे हो गया? You write here serial number, right? This serial number can also be called as an index. Not only serial. This is the heading. ये heading हो गया index. Index में होता है serial number, content and page number. ये तीनों मिला के होता है इंडेक्स. यानी कि इसके हेल्प के वजह से आप नंबर एक बार देखो, मान लो 7 नंबर, द टॉपिक, पेज नंबर डायरेक्टली. सो तुम्हें इधर उधर घूमना नहीं पड़ेगा, डायरेक्टली यू कैन रीच, राइट? दैट इज व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड इंडेक्स. अंडरस्टैंडिंग? हाथ में हमारा इंडेक्स फिंगर कौन है? वेरी गुड. Both monitors know this. Ujjwal and no. Saurav and Shweta. Shweta, you know? This is thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Understanding? So index. Why it is called index? Because it points. Everywhere it points. And if you turn back the pages of a chapter, Eklavya, you know Eklavya? Do you know Eklavya? Do you know Dronacharya?
Yes, sir.
Where is he from, Dronacharya? Guru Dronacharya, do you know?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Mahabharat? He is from Bihar. Where in Bihar? He is from Siwan. Where in Siwan? There is a place named Doon. Doon, name in the place of his memory only. And Doon is from Mairwa. You know Mairwa? You don't know.
Sir.
Mairwa, if you cross from Mairwa and if you go towards Uttar Pradesh, by the Maniar Pool, there is Maniar Pool one, and in between there is Doon. I have traveled with bike, that's why I know. There is a huge ground, and let me tell the story about this Doon. And so this is the real format. If you see this, it can go to the envelope parts, okay? But if you are writing this, you can avoid this email and addresses here. Alright? In the paper if you are writing. If you are plotting in the same page, you can avoid this one, the last line. Okay? Because see, name already written here and email already written here. Right? Officially whenever we are writing, email writing is most essential thing you have to give. Officially. Okay? Email ka full from? Electronic mail. Alright. So the date, if you write in a paper, if it will be excluded, this one, this will go above. Right? So the date must be written in the DD, MM, YYYY format. Alright? So the name of the institution, address and subject. After this there should be space, and after this there should be space. Isn't it? So subject, request for bona fide certificate, double underline it. Because you double underline it, reason behind is that it is highlighted. With this, the learner or the reader will understand that what is the need, what is the main agenda, what is the main theme the person is writing the letter. Then you have to write the salutation, that is respected ma'am or the sir. If you know clearly that the sir is there, then don't write ma'am. Okay? Otherwise that sir will think that, okay, is she confused with my gender? So do not get these things done. If you don't know, you write both. But if you know, then write specific one. This is the general one, ma'am and sir. But then if you know, you write specific one. I am writing to request a bona fide certificate for the academic year 2024. You cannot ask sir bona fide for 2026. Because 2025 this year, how can you ask of future? You cannot ask. I have seen one bona fide that person is asking 2 years ahead, aage wala. Who knows the future? Nobody knows. So this certificate is required for JNB admission or JNB admission, or you can say Sainik school admission or passport verification understanding, or date of birth certificate verification, or Aadhaar card making, understanding the reason. I am a student of class 8 or 9B of your school. So if you are in a 9B and the date is 2025, of course you will ask of 2024, right? Because at present, how can somebody will give you bona fide? Bona fide can be given, only bona fide can be given. But with the proof, 1 year back I दे सकते, because result is there. 2025 का bona fide तुम्हें मिलेगा, but without proof. Without proof in the sense, format, written, seal and sign. If you ask 1 year before, that will give an evidence of your result, academic performance, right? Correct? Okay. Then you break it. This is the conclusion part. As you can see here, conclusion with request. I kindly request you to issue the bona fide certificate at your earliest, YOUR, your earliest convenience. What is convenience? Convenience. Comfort. Okay? Not comfort that you wash your clothes. Not that comfort. This comfort means, what if the school is having less, people working? What if the people are around for training? What if the, people who is clerk, who is supposed to make this, who is not present? So at the earliest, at your earliest convenience, जितना जल्दी हो सके, और इसमें क्या है दे request भी दे दे रहा है. At your earliest request, at your earliest convenience, आपको जैसी सुविधा लगे, पर थोड़ा जल्दी. दोनों चीज बोल रहा है. Okay? If you require any further information or documents to process, I can provide. Now, how can you provide? You can provide through your email. That is why email has been given, and this principal or the academic person will contact you through your email. That please provide me your ID card of this year. Please provide me this result. Understanding? Okay. Thanking you for your prompt action to this matter. What is prompt? Reaction to the request. Reaction to the request or earliest response to my request. Understanding? And then you will say yours obediently. Yesterday I gave you homework. Yours obediently, truly, honestly, faithfully, sincerely. Did you find? Did you find? Good. I will know. I will find it out from yours. If you want to copy, you can copy now.